plastic that can process, like the PP, PPS, ABS, and so on. Well, just we need to attention that except the PVT and PEC are not suitable for the pyrolysis plant. All the other materials can be the raw material to process and get the plastic oil. Well, just in the process of the plastic pyrolysis for the oil production, there are several ways to enhance the quality of the plastic oil. Just first, we need to choose a suitable plant. Well, we have three kinds of the pyrolysis plant: the batch type, the semi-continuous, and fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, just the newest technique is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, just upgrading the pyrolysis equipment is very crucial. While the high-quality pyrolysis reactor with better heat distribution can just ensure more uniform pyrolysis of this plastic. Like the fully continuous one, we use the hot wind furnace that can give the heat to the reactor more evenly and reducing the production of the impurities. While install the degumming device is also efficiency. We need the decoking device to because the plastic raw materials that have the paraffin inside. So it's very easy to just get this solid wax or solid paraffin inside the condensation system. So it will have some pressure problems. So it's very important to use the decoking device to ensure the safety during the production. So this is another type that we need to attention during the plastic production. And also we need like this to control the different temperature of this pyrolysis plant is very essential. Like the worker needs to master the firing skills well. That is to correctly to adjust the heating rate and maintaining the running of this pyrolysis temperature. As for the plastic, usually from 300 to 350 degree, that's a little bit lower than the tire pyrolysis. So because if your temperature is very high, then it may cause the outlet of this gas also can just cause some safety problems. So it's very important. And just after pyrolysis, we can refine the plastic oil by using the distillation plant, and they can get this non-standard diesel during the production. And the diesel we can use at the further place to greatly improve its quality and the usability. Like if you only get the plastic oil, we can use at the cement factory, glass factory for heating. But if you get these the non-standard diesel, we can use at the ferry, agricultural machine, the mining machine, and other places. This is the way that to improve the quality of the plastic oil. Well, the first one is we need to choose a great or suitable the pyrolysis plant. Well, now this is the newest design that we upgrade the technique to ensure it can feed the raw material, have the pyrolysis reaction, and to discharge the carbon black at the same time. Well, it is more with a higher working efficiency, and the quality of the raw material is much more higher than the batch type. Because the raw material that we need to feed is not the mixed plastic, we need to feed the plastic particles after the crushing device. So that is we can just have the pyrolysis reaction more evenly with high quality, and then we can get more just pyrolysis oil during the production. Well, this is some advantages of the fully continuous pyrolysis plant that is fully automatic with the PLC system. It controls the whole production line. Now, well, that is more time and labor saving. And for the continuous production for 24 hours. So it can work for 45 to 60 days. Don't need to stop the reactor. Also, it can save our consumption of the energy. And the big processing capacity for the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, we have 15 tons per day, 20 tons per day, 30, 50 tons per day. Okay, and this is the largest one we have, or for the pyrolysis manufacturer have the 50 tons per day. If you're just the investment is very high and need to process many raw materials each day, you can choose the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. And let's see the 3D video of it to be more clear about the technique. Yeah, here is it. Let's see about this, the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. This is the PLC system that can control the automatic pyrolysis plant. And this is the pyrolysis factory workshop that have the feeding system, pyrolysis system, condensation system, slagging system, and the purification system. That is the feeding system. We need to feed the plastic particles during the production. To ensure its feed is in a sealed system without the gas release or the oxygen get inside the reactor. This is the pyrolysis system. We use the hot wind furnace to get the heating energy, and then they will go just into this studying this. Well, we are the manufacturer of the pyrolysis plant. Well, if you want to set up this business, you can contact with us. We just built this kind of equipment. Our equipment is to just process like the waste tire, waste plastic into the flue oil. To process them, and the flue oil we can use at the glass factory, cement factory for heating. And also from the plastic or from the waste tire, we can get the carbon black, and it can be the raw material used to build the rubber or the tire or plastic, or can just burn them directly, just to replace like the coal. In this step, we get the flue gas, and then we will use this condensation system to liquidize the oil gas, and then we can get the final products, that is the flue oil. The first, this is the buffer tank to slow down the speed of the reactor of the gas, and then to settle down the impurities. Well, if you are interested in our equipment, you can add our WhatsApp or email in the comment section. Our sales manager will contact with you immediately and send you our catalog, our price list, and or any other questions you can just ask them. Then this is the gas. After using the condensation system, it have the cold water outside and then just to cooling them, to liquidize them into this flue oil, and the flue oil just we can solve them directly. And this is 3 vertical condensers just to disperse the gas and be more just with high efficiency to liquidize them. For the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, we always use the tube condensers. But for the batch type or the semi-continuous, we can use the water tank condenser or the tube condensers. And this is a unique device that in our fully continuous pyrolysis plant, an active device that can pump the gas into the condensation system more fast, that can reduce the contact between the carbon black and aerogas, that can reduce the residual oil rate of the carbon black and to improve the quality of this carbon black, and then they can be deprocessed for the final products. And all the gas that can be just liquidized, and some gas we call incandescible gas, they also call tail gas. Well, they have the high heating energy that can use them again at our heating system to replace the extra heating energy. But if we don't burn them directly, it will have some bad smoke and is harmful for the human body. So we use this odor removal system. That is also our patent device. Because the bad smoke is most from the hydrogen sulfide inside the tail gas. We'll use this to just purify them. The odor removal system. The circulating water containing the sodium dioxide, just with the contact to remove the hydrogen sulfide. Okay, let's go on. And then the carbon black will discharge at the same time. This is the unique technique we have in the fully continuous one to discharge the carbon black by using the winch that have a water cover outside that can reduce the temperature during the production, and they can be packed directly and sold them directly. And this is some safety device during the production. If you have any other questions, you can leave in the comment section. Or if you want to know more information, like want to get our catalog, our price list, you can send your WhatsApp or email to us privately. Or you can add the WhatsApp in the comment section now, if you can see it. And then just our sales manager will contact with you immediately and give you our detailed information. And here are the odor removal system. The purification system to purify the gas that we need to emission. The 3 devices. First is the air cooling device, which is just can be replaced by the water cooling to lower the temperature. And second is the post-dust collector, which is used to remove the dust. And then the third is a glass fiber reinforced plastic desulfidation tower. The flue gas have been cooled to below 120 degrees when it entering this part. And this is the air equalization device in the tower to disperse the flue gas and make it contact with the spraying water mist with more efficiency. We have 3 layers of spraying. And out layer, just showed later before, is a demist device. And this is automatic oil pumping system for the fully continuous equipment. when the temporary storage tank is full for the oil, they will just pump directly. And this is our fully continuous technique. That the advantages of the equipment, like fully automatic, can continuous production for 45 to 60 days and have a big capacity, just compare with the semi-continuous and the batch type one. And also it's time and labor saving. And then let's just come to the second one, that this is the oldest technique, the batch type pyrolysis plant for the plastic. While the batch type, the technique is much more easier than the fully continuous one, and it's much more cheaper. Also, another advantage is it's more suitable for most of the raw materials that can be pyrolyzed. So some customers that want to have a more cheaper device, or don't want to have the pre-processing device technique or capacity, or the raw material need to process every day, and don't have many material need to process, will choose the batch type pyrolysis plant. Let's see about the technique of this batch type equipment. Here is it. Let's see this and compare with the fully continuous. We can know about the differences. This is the we can get one batch for 1 day, and it's batch type that different step in different section. They're just not continuous work. We will first feed the raw material. I can feed the mixed plastic. Or like the 3D video, it shows of the with tire. We don't need to press them to the particles or the rubber powder. So we don't need the pre-processing step. We don't need to buy the machine, and there's no consumption of the electricity in this step. Then we will just open a combustion system with 4 tail gas burner and 4 burner to heat. And after the oil gas come out, they will go out to the outlet in the back of the furnace and comes to the buffer tank, which can slow down the gas, make it stay in the cooling system more time, and ensure the sufficient cooling in the later stage. And also it can deposit the impurities to just higher the quality of the products. And then this is a cooling system. We have 4-step coolings. The first is the vertical condensers. Because in the first cooling, the oil is relatively heavier and sticky. So in this vertical design, the oil continuously formed in the score to score the inner wall to prevent the blockage. Each condensers have 4 108 millimeters pipe. And then second one is oil water separator, which is both a condenser and a safety device. It can prevent the oil gas from flowing back and to purify the oil gas, because the pipeline is under the water and can purify them. And the water cover outside will cooling the water gas. Then we come to the third one, the horizontal condensers. We have 2 horizontal condensers, each with 37 pipes, which greatly increasing the cooling area and ensure that most of the gas will be cooling down. And this is the last step, the cooling tower, which is to ensure all the oil gas are cooled down and to improve the oil yield. All the gas will be cooled, and then some incondensable gas, they will go into the first the safety device the water cell that can prevent the tail gas from flowing backwards, and then they will go into the odor removal system. An environmental protection device can select it, purify the tail gas, and here the two-spring tower is the sodium hydroxide. Is added in them that can remove the hydrogen sulfide. That when we burn the tail gas again, they can be no bad harmful smoke, and no, it's not corrosive to the reactor, so can prolong the service life and to ensure it's environmental friendly during the production. Then the purified tail gas is recycled to the reactor through the pipeline by using the tail gas to heat it. Well, if you have any questions about this, you can leave your comments to us in the comment section, or you can contact with us directly. Our sales manager will contact with you. And this is the environmental protection device that we selected for remove the sulfur dioxide and the dust. Here, we to ensure it's environmental friendly. And this is the a vacuum device. It takes half an hour to an hour to pump out the residue oil gas in the reactor, and then it is pumped into the horizontal condensers to be condensed into the oil again. That to ensure that it's safe during the production. Or if we just open the reactor when we select the carbon black, then if there have some residual oil inside the reactor, it may have some black explosion problem. And the gas, tail gas, as the exact tail gas will just be concentrated and discharged into this buffer chamber to for combustion. Because the amount is very small, so it's not very necessary to store it. It can be burned directly. And this is air cooling system. We have the 15 kilowatt induced draft fan with 8 ports with a diameter of 273 millimeter. The cooling time is shortened of half of the time. It's greatly improved the operation efficiency and just be more quick to have the slagging step. After cooling, we will come to the side slagging system by using this to slag the carbon black out. The side slagging system have two advantages. The first is with 2 ports, while the reactor can discharge the carbon black twice with 1 revolution, which has greatly improved the efficiency. And then the carbon black is just directly discharged underground. That can prevent the carbon black from flying and pollution of the workshop. And then we come to the carbon black deprocessing step by using the wind transportation system. Just by using briquetting equipment to just press the carbon black, and then they can be just burned directly and replace the coal. It's just the heat energy is just very similar to the coal. Well, if you have any questions about our equipment or want to know more information about this, you can leave your comments, leave your questions in the comment section. Our sales manager will contact with you immediately. And this is the steel wire pulling device that will pull out the steel wire inside the reactor. This is a third main product that we have from the waste tire. But if you process the plastic, we won't have this plastic. We won't have this steel wire. May have some other metals. And then this is the oil in the storage tank. We will pump into the final tank that can feed them directly or refine them directly. Okay, this is the batch type. And then we also have the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant, which is just can discharge the carbon black at a very high temperature. And the differences is we need to change, also need to crash the particles during the feeding system. We can't just feed the daily waste or the construction waste directly put into the reactor, because we also need to ensure the sealed feeding system. And then this is the small scale waste plastic plant at very small, and the capacity is 100 kilogram, 500 kilogram, or 1 ton, 2 ton. It's free installation, cost saving, easy handling, and test available. If you want to choose this, you can also contact with us. Our sales manager will contact with you immediately and give you our catalog. And this is some advantages that we have of our equipment. Let's see some pictures to know more about our pyrolysis plant. Here is the batch type. That's to batch type pyrolysis plant to feed the waste tire. This is the reactor, and back of it is the condensation system to get the oil. The main step is the furnace, because it will use a heating system, and we will get the gas. So the pressure is a little bit higher than the backward step. So it's very important to build the furnace inside. And this is the oil sludge, the coal tar oil sludge, the project cases, which have 8 batch type pyrolysis plant to process the coal tar oil residue that can get the oil, get the tar, carbon black, and kind of tail gas. Well, this is big cases, and the raw materials kind of hazardous waste. So it's very important to just find the workplace, and the quality of the furnace also is very important. We need to change the reactor from the boiler plate to the the stainless steel. This is also cases in China, a small plant for 15 ton per day. And this is the project cases in Mexico, also to process the tire plastic. The Chinese workshop. Like this is the water tank condensers. It's more easy to understand than the tube condensers. It occupies a smaller area than the tube condensers. Like the gas will go into the outlet and come into the buffer tank, and then they will go into the condensation system. They will liquefize to the flue oil, and then they will temporarily storage in this tank. This is the area that we can see the gas that's flowing through this type. To see the color, see the quality. And this is the one of the prototype in our factory. Well, if you want to come to our factory, you can just contact with our sales manager. Our factory is in Jiaozuo City, Henan Province in China. It's next to our company. Now, in the meeting room, we have a customer. I guess it's from Europe. One of customer that want to buy our pyrolysis plant. They will contact we will just have a deep communication with our sales manager and our engineer, and then they will go to the factory. Well, if you want to also get to our factory or to see the project cases all over the world, you can contact with us by the WhatsApp or email. Okay, and this is the case abroad. Like this is the name of our company, Dongying. So our English name is Doing, similar of the pronunciation. And we are just doing holdings. This is the plant. And then this is the water tank, the temporary storage tank. Yeah, this is the tube condensers, different design that have the 2 vertical condensers, 1 oil water separator, and 2 horizontal condensers and 1 vertical condensers. The design is more difficult to know than the water tank, but have a high quality. And this is the odor removal system to purify the tail gas. This is also a tube condensers, but a little bit different because this is a frame type. If you're a factory, if your workshop is very limited, don't need a landscape, then you can use this tube, the frame type. It can be more safe of your area. You can see the feeding door to feed the waste tire, or we can feed the plastic by using this hydraulic feeding machine. This is our engineer helping to install the equipment. We all have the just after sale service. If you need our engineer to come to your workshop to finish the install and operate of your project case, that also is also include in the our whole service. Like you can come to our factory and talk with our engineer when you buy the equipment, and after production we are the manufacturer. You can come to our factory to see. After the production, that they will just deliver to your workshop, whatever you are in which regions, and then our engineer will come to your factory, help you to install, operate the machine, and if you need the training of the worker, also can just service by our engineer. Yeah, I can see this is a very large business. Have 12, maybe I guess 12 equipment to process the waste tire, and this is a purification system. Well, if you want to know more information or want to get our price list, get our catalog, or come to our factory, come to our project cases to visit and to know more information about our pyrolysis plant, you can add the WhatsApp or add the email to us, send an email to us privately, or just contact with directly. Our sales manager will send you all this you want. Now we have our project cases in more than 120 countries, so it's very convenient for you to visit, and our sales manager is very similar to know just to know about different policies, different market in different regions, so you can just contact with them and get more information. Okay, this is a batch type pyrolysis plant, and let's see some fully continuous plant. This is a fully continuous pyrolysis plant in I guess this is in Liaoning, and this is in Chongqing city. in China, like 2 lines of the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. This customer is to process the waste tire. So they have the pre-processing step to crush the tire to the rubber powder, and then they will use to feed in this pyrolysis step and get tire oil. The plastic is also suitable to get this. For the fully continuous one, it's more high working efficiency and it's very automatic just during the production. Well, if you have any questions or want to know more information, you can contact with our sales manager. Or now in the comment section, we have our WhatsApp email, and you can contact with us directly. For the fully continuous one, it's more just large and can process like 50 tons of the raw materials every day. So it's suitable for a large business. Like this is the feeding reactor, and then this is the condensers to condense them to liquidize the oil in the temporary storage tank, and this is the slagging winch to slag out the carbon black. One equipment just covered an area of 700 centimeter. The source area is 700 centimeter. Temporary storage tank. This is the U-tube and goes through this. This is the glass monitor that can see the oil. The fully continuous pyrolysis plant and the batch type. Here are some pictures we have, and the equipment details. That the most important step of the pyrolysis plant is the furnace. If we have a furnace that don't have the good welding way, or the quality is not high, they may just damage or broken maybe several months or just not to half of a year. But if you use a good quality of the furnace, they can use for 3 to 5 years. So that is a different. And if you are just searching for a manufacturer to buy the equipment, then the most important you need to attention is the furnace and the installation furnace and outside the cover, just the whole pyrolysis reactor. So that is more important. And then you need to attention like if they have the after-sales service, if they have the own engineering team that can have the unique design of your business, and just how many years they have built, how many equipment they have, how many just product cases they have. That is more important. Here are some details. Like we used the made of 16mm boiler plate or the stainless steel. If your raw material is a plastic, then the boiler plate is enough. But if your material is the aluminium plastic, it's kind of corrosive to the plate, so we need to use the stainless steel. Or some other hazardous waste, for example, the oil sludge, quarter oil sludge, we all need to use the stainless steel. Now, like the second one, the round shape reactor head, and to withstand the high pressure, temperature, and the 3-step welding process. That's to ensure with a high quality. They won't have happened of broken or release of the gas. No risk of cracking, long time service life. And of the installation cover, we have 4 material from the batch type, and 6 material of the fully continuous one. It's very important. It can ensure the safe environment during production. When the worker touch the installation cover, it's very safe. And also it can just save our heating energy to protect the heat in the furnace. And here are some other environmental protection device. You can have a look. All the equipment are environmental friendly. We don't have any pollution during the production. Like the carbon black wind transfer system that will just transfer in the winch or underground. There are no dust, no pollution, and the exhaustic gas cleaning system to remove the hydrogen sulfide by using the sulfur dioxide, and then the flue gas purification system to purify the gas that we need to emission. Let's see about this. This is different raw material that we process. The pure PP, PE, PS, pure plastic cable, pure plastic bag, pure ABS. Except the PVC and PT. They're not suitable to pyrolyze. All the other materials can be processed. Like after processing, we can get the flue oil, carbon black, and syngas. If your raw material is some mixed plastic garbage, then we can use a batch type pyrolysis plant. If you are more like of the continuous one, then we need to crash the plastic into the plastic particles. Okay, and then the flue oil, we can only use them directly. They can also refine to the diesel. The pyrolysis oil refinery plant refine to diesel and use at agricultural machine, a cement, the mining machine or ferry, the diesel generator, another place. Let's see how to process the equipment to diesel. And this is the 3 pyrolysis plants. And then let's see about this. This is the distillation plant. That we have 2 techniques of the distillation. The new one is using the catalytic. And the old one we use like the acid and also the other materials that is more strong and to have some pollution of the environment. So now we always use the catalytic. I will introduce later. So first, the raw material that we need to use is the like the plastic oil or some crude oil, some used engine oil, and so on. And diesel we can get from 80 to 85%. Other things is the paraffin. Yeah, we can get other paraffin. This is the final products. And the new one is the new catalytic technology. Let's see the 3D video. Yeah, the acid and alkali. Here is the new one of the catalytic. That's it have the double heating system. The heating time is about 20 hours. We can heat one furnace for 1 day. We have just 1 ton, 4 ton, 7 ton, for 14 ton for per day. This is the conduction oil, and the oil will reach the whole system for the double heating. The one is for the conduction oil, second is the burner. This is the hot slot, and this is the conduction oil heating system to heat the oil by using this burner. And this is the circulating water system that will liquefize the gas into the diesel. It also will go through this condensation system. And this is the reactor, equipped with 400,000 calorie burner and a tail gas burner. And the red part is the coil used to carry the crude oil, the conduction oil. Well, the oil will go just from the bottom and get out from the up to have the heating exchange. Just when the temperature rise, first come out is kind of water, and some oil, some the fiable oil, and they will go into this buffer tank, then go into the condensation system and store in the first tank. Then, as the temperature rise gradually, the oil gas will begin to produce, and this is the diesel. Now, in order to protect the catalytic, that the first part of the gas will not enter the catalytic tower. They were controlled by a valve, and then go through the condensation system and to store in the first tank. Outside is there's a glass monitor, a glass tube that can see the color, see the quality of the gas, so of the oil. And if the gas that cannot be condensed, they will go back to the furnace for heating. Just the same principle of the batch type and the continuous one, just the continuous pyrolysis plant. And then the next oil gas will go through the catalytic tower. They have two catalytic, A and B. Inside is the ceramic bowl that's to prevent the catalytic from falling off. The gas will passing through the catalytic directly come into the diesel oil, which is condensed into the condensers and collect in the second tank. Non-condensable gas also will just go through the reactor. Well, if you want to get lighter diesel oil, we can equip it with a white clay decoloring tank. This is the white clay tank that first vacuum the tank so that the subsequent oil can be pumped in this tank. And then pump it in the tank. And the conduction oil inside is for heating. This is the white clay pot. The inlet of the conduction oil and conduction oil also will go in and go out of the tank circularly inside. And then this is the blade filter. We'll have a second purification of the white clay. The white clay will just circulate it continuously in the blade filter and the white clay decoloring tank to just remove the clay. we will use this bag filter, the last device to control the quality. One for use and one for standby. Is to use to clean the clay. The last step makes it the refine oil quality better. And then this is the big oil tank. Here is the air compressor used to blow the air into the blade filter again, while the blow dry the clay cake hanging from the clay in the belt filter that can filter out of the clay by starting in just the vibration monitor. The cleaning step. This is a vibration device. And this is the flue gas purification system equipped with a standard water film dedust system, and also on the two desulfidation tower to remove the sulfur dioxide. Here is the whole technique. We also have the old one that is use the different design, but we also use the alkali and acid that have the high pollution and it's hard to buy. So most of our customers will choose the catalytic processing technique. Like this is high efficiency, it's easy operation, time and labor saving, and multiple use. The faster heating system. Wow, this cannot see the cursor. This is the cost-effectively waste type. Just use acid and alkali. And this is the free installation type of small capacity for 100, 500, 1 ton, 2 ton. If you want to improve the quality of the plastic to refine them, you can use this. Well, the engineering team can just customize the proper solutions based on your actual needs of the maximize the benefits. So here is the application of the plant of the OU and asphalt. Like you can use that heavy machinery, generator, or blower, or the asphalt can be paving or refinery. This is the profit analysis. Just for reference, we can know about how many steps that is the cost and which step is for the income. I also have the small type of the pyrolysis to diesel plant, the big type of the plant, and this is the plastic to diesel and gasoline integrating plant. We can get the plastic oil, diesel and gasoline for the 1 ton, 1.5, 2.5 ton. Easy operation, good stability, and good footprint. Here are the project cases. Well, if you have any questions about this, you can contact with us. We are doing group manufacturer of the pyrolysis plant. That our company is in China and our factory is also in China, Henan province. If you want to visit our factory or come to our company to see the technique, you can contact with our sales manager. Now in the comment section, we have our WhatsApp, email. You can just contact with us directly, or you can leave your WhatsApp or other contact ways to us privately. We will just add you, our telephone, or our WeChat, and so on. Like this is the case in Malaysia. Here, Malaysia, that for the plastic desulfurization. In Nigeria, we have our subsidiary company and our workshop. Our factory is also in Nigeria. If you want to set up a business in Africa, it's very convenient to contact with our sales manager in Nigeria. Here's some feedback from our customer. This is a profile of our company. Well, we are the Henan doing environmental protection technology company. That is a subsidiary company of doing holdings. We are just a comprehensive environmental equipment manufacturer integrating technology design, research and development, machine production, sales and after-sales service in one. We have several patents, device, and we also all have our engineering team to design to give you the customize of your equipment. Also, you can come to our factory to see. This is some brief introduction. We have one after-sale service, like 1 year warranty, and the guide equipment installation and commission, and the technical training. Okay, so for the pre-sale service, you can visit our workshop, and we have 1-to-1 equipment configuration plan and plan the equipment placement site by our engineer. Well, if you want to know more information about this, you can contact with us. And this is all today's information. We are doing group. Thank you for your watching today. Have a nice day. If you want to buy equipment or set up a business of this environmental things, welcome to contact. Oh, by the way, we also have the pyrolysis plant, distillation plant, and the combination plant, and the recycling plant to just process the solar panel and lithium battery. This is our different production line. Okay, so this is today's topic. Have a nice day. Goodbye.